And this is part 2. Okay. I ended like kind of in the middle bottom of page 4. And again, when you mention that they had 12,000 in their initial deal and 42,000, you have to tell us where you got that number. That's not a thing that just like everybody knows. I'd say it's not even really a thing that everybody knows who works in satellites or who works in this field even, right? The exact numbers. Okay, furthermore, peace is shown as being of little value by SpaceX. The company is not taking steps to close the controversy between the groups. It's led the groups of astronomers to seek legal actions against them. The ethical dilemma at the center of this controversy is wealth. SpaceX wants to be the first company that in what they assume will be the future of internet services of internet service. So the company is trying to put out as many satellites as they can, as fast as they can, so that they can be ahead of the coming competition. All this is being done so they can acquire new wealth in a brand new system. SpaceX is not the only group at fault. Astronomers are working for wealth. They wish to keep their programs up and running. True. To do this, so maybe not wealth, but like funding or money. To do this, they must show that there's a reason to keep supplying them with money to do so. While the launch of all these new satellites is making it harder for them to conduct their research, slowing them down, and allowing for inaccuracies in space images. You just have an Achilles heel with this word while. My word is, I always hook all my thoughts together with but. Well, this happened, but that happened. And she said this, but she said that. I have to edit that out of like everything I write. Okay, so while the launch of the new satellites is making it harder for them to conduct their research, I don't think you finished your thought. So a little editing you need there. SpaceX and Elon Musk, the owner of SpaceX, have the majority of power in the controversy, but even they are under the supervision of the government must answer to them. SpaceX has the power. I mean, do they? To what extent? I'm kind of wondering about that now. SpaceX has the power over if they change the reflectivity of their satellites and the amount of satellites they are putting into space. In this situation, the only thing astronomers can do is bring the problems to the attention of more people and continue to try and take legal action, which both are seeming futile to bring about change. The government has the power to change everything involving both sides of the controversy. They regulate everything pertaining to setting the rules in which they both have to abide by. Both sides have to come to the government to get approval to conduct projects. Without the government approval, their projects will be shut down. Astronomers know who has the most power in the situation. That is why they're filing many different cases. I think we say with the government. Trying to promote a change in the way in which SpaceX is conducting their Starlink satellite project. There's another tricky one with the ing word. So really that's 2 things you're going to be doing in your revision. Showing some of your linking more carefully. And also looking at these ing sentences. Okay. I think that's what you need, and you've already had quite an exciting video with a dog and some children screaming and my cousin getting home, so I think you're in good shape. But let me add, Terrance, like, I really liked the way you did your paper, and like as I was reading through it, I was thinking like, this is exactly what I was hoping people might get out of doing the assignment this exact way, because I always change, the assignments. I tinker with them every time I assign them just a little bit. So yeah, thanks for showing me an example of how well this could work.